Welcome all. In this lecture we are going to see Laplace transform of some elementary functions. So these are some elementary functions. There I am going to find the Laplace transform of these functions with the help of definition, and remaining you are supposed to solve at home. I already given you all the standard results of Laplace transform of elementary functions in previous lecture. So remaining you are going to prove at home. So first result I am going to prove here, Laplace transform of elementary function for constant k. Now by the definition Laplace of f of t is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. Now what is the value for f of t here? Here f of t is equal to what? K. We are going to find the Laplace of k here, right? So our function is k. Now putting this value of f of t here in the definition, we will get here Laplace of k is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st into k dt. But k is a constant with respect to integration, so we can keep outside integration of 0 to infinity e to the power minus st dt. Now using a standard result of integration e to the power ax dx, what is it? E to the power ax upon a. So according to this result, it is k into e to the power minus st upon minus s and limit from 0 to infinity. Now applying the limit from 0 to infinity, that is equal to k into e to the power minus infinity. If I replace t by infinity, it will be minus infinity upon minus s minus e to the power 0, replace t by lower limit 0, e to the power 0 upon minus s. Now see here, e to the power minus infinity, that is equal to 1 upon e to the power infinity, and anything raised to infinity is 1 upon infinity, and 1 upon infinity is what? 0. So therefore here k into 0, and this minus minus, it is going to be plus, and e to the power 0, anything raised to 0, that is 1 upon s. So this gives us a result k upon s. As you can see, that is a standard result. Laplace of k is what? K upon s. Now let's see the second result. This I am going to prove here. Again by the definition is Laplace of f of t is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. And here again, what is a function? What is a function? F of t is equal to e to the power at. Now putting this value for function in definition, so Laplace of e to the power at is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st into e to the power at dt, that is equal to 0 to infinity. Now base is same, so we can do addition or subtraction of powers. So we can write here e to the power minus st plus at into dt, that is equal to 0 to infinity, taking common terms, minus sign common, then here it is s minus a and t also common, integration with respect to t, that is equal to, again by the standard result, integration of e to the power ax, it is e to the power ax upon a. So here integration will be e to the power minus s minus a into t upon, here constant term is what? Minus s minus a, and applying the limit from 0 to infinity. Now putting here upper limit, that gives e to the power minus infinity upon minus s minus a minus e to the power 0 upon minus of s minus a. And again e to the power minus infinity is what? 0, and here minus minus it is going to be plus, and e to the power 0 is 1, so it is 1 upon s minus a. So what is our final answer here then? 1 upon s minus a. So you can see already our standard result is what? Laplace of e to the power at we can write 1 upon s minus a. That is how with the help of definition we can prove. Okay. Next result we are going to see here, that is for sin 80. Again by the definition, what is the definition? Laplace of f of t is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. So here what is f of t again? Sin 80, right? So putting the value, Laplace of sin 80 is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st into sin 80 dt. But here we are going to use a result because we cannot solve this integration directly. We have a result e to the power ax sin bx dx, that we can write e to the power ax upon a square plus b square in bracket a sin bx minus b cos bx, and just in this formula you have to replace a and b. So what is a here? Minus s, and what is b here? A. So you have to replace a by minus s and b by a. So then according to result it is e to the power minus st upon minus s square, that is plus s square plus a square in bracket minus s sin ax minus a cos ax. Is it clear to all? Then applying here limit from 0 to infinity. Okay. Now for upper limit, as we all know, if I put here t raised to infinity, it is e to the power minus infinity, and e to the power minus infinity is what? 0. So directly write down for upper limit, answer is 0, minus for lower limit, replace here t by 0, so it is e to the power 0, and what is e to the power 0? 1 upon s square plus a square. Now you have to put also values in bracket. So if I replace here, sorry, this should be t, as our variable for integration is t, and if I put here t equal to 0, then sin 0 is what? 0, minus what is cos 0? It is 1, so it is a. And now solving this minus and this minus, it is going to be plus, so it is a upon s square plus a square. So that is the result for sin 80, a upon s square plus a square. Okay, these derivations no one is going to ask you in exam, just we have to use these standard results to solve the Laplace transform. But you should know how we can derive with the help of definition Laplace transform of any function. Now next and last result we are going to see here, that is Laplace transform of this hyperbolic sign. Again by the definition, we are using here again and again definition of Laplace transform. Laplace of f of t is equal to integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. Now here what is f of t? Yes, it is sin h 80. But we know here this hyperbolic sign we can replace by exponential terms. We can use the formula. It is e to the power 80 minus e to the power minus 80 upon 2. So by using this result here, we can find the hyperbolic sine result. E to the power sine h80 is equal to Laplace of e to the power 80 minus e to the power minus 80 upon 2, replacing by the value. Okay, using here the result. So by linearity property, we can write here 1 by 2 Laplace of e to the power 80 minus Laplace of e to the power minus 80, and 1 by 2 is common for this both term. And now using a standard result here, we know what is the Laplace of e to the power 80. Right now we have derived, it is 1 upon s minus a. And similarly, if I want to write the Laplace of e to the power minus 80, what is the result? It is 1 upon s plus a. Okay, so using these two results here, we can write 1 by 2 in bracket Laplace of e to the power 80, that is 1 upon s minus a, minus Laplace of e to the power minus 80, that is 1 upon s plus a. Okay, so here by doing a cross multiplication, we can write s plus a minus s minus a upon s minus a into s plus a, that is s square minus a square. So here it is 1 by 2 in bracket s plus a, opening the bracket here, multiply by minus sign, it is minus s plus a upon s square minus a square. Now here plus s minus s get cancelled. What is remaining? 1 by 2 in bracket 2a upon s square minus a square. And now 2 get cancelled. So the remaining term is a upon s square minus a square. That is our required result. So see here, we have used the formula here for hyperbolic sine, and then we derived the result with the help of standard result of Laplace transform of exponential function. We also can use here the definition, but instead of definition, this is the easy method to find the Laplace of any hyperbolic function. So whenever there is a hyperbolic function, convert it into exponential form and then solve. I hope you all understand these 4 examples here. Thank you for watching, and just don't forget to subscribe the channel to get the notification for next video. Thank you.